This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
When the hot water needs to be hot, when the drain needs to drain, when the toilet needs to flush, you need to do two things. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. On call and there when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, you're going to love this video. You got to check it out on the BJ Miggs page of KISW.com because it's a little girl from England that farted in front of her parents. But this was a special fart.
Oh, really?
It was very special.
A special fart.
It sounded like a dirt bike pulling away.
That's amazing.
Damn. Whoa. That is really something.
That's right up there with the Chewbacca fart.
That really, really is. That is...
I'd almost expect my child just to kind of float away.
Yeah.
It's like a butt rocket.
All of a sudden she's going 60 miles an hour. We don't know why.
You're like, what the hell just happened?
Wow. That is... and I don't know how they were lucky enough to catch it on camera, but they did.
It looks like they have like a house cam, which is kind of... I don't understand... I guess it just records at all times.
Yeah,
a lot of those do that.
Motion,
It's so weird.
Yeah, butt motion.
I was going to say, or sound.
Sound,
That's probably what
that's the fart detector.
Did the little girl even lean over?
No, it looked like she just did that effortlessly.
That's probably why it was that noise, because there was still contact.
Oh, yeah, against the chair. Yeah. The vibration.
I hear that and it makes me angry, because if this was... If this is my house and my daughter did that, my wife would think that was hilarious. But if I did it, it's the grossest thing in the world.
Right.
I don't understand how there's a double standard between a 40-something-year-old man and a 2-year-old toddler.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
We should fall under the same rules.
I feel like you should, especially when you can make an entertaining noise like this. I mean, this sound is... Wow. I mean, that is... see, you're not...
Yeah, the dog yells at me, the wife yells at me.
I mean, to be honest, yours is less dirt bike and more moped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Mine needs a stronger engine.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like... Lulu is just like, she's ready. She's ready to just chastise you. I think, as soon as mom starts yelling, I mean, I wonder if mom just starts yelling at you, Lulu would yell at you, or if it is the fart, because I feel like she reacts after mom. I can't really tell.
I think she's just trying to get on mom's good side, to be honest with you.
I think
she's like,
right.
Yeah, Dad, you suck.
You're the worst.
That one?
And she thought I pooped my pants.
I was saying that one was almost on par. It's just like a little higher.
Yeah, it's still mopedy, like the Rev said.
Yeah.
I think you knocked Lulu out with that one. We didn't hear from her that much on that one.
She left the room. She's like, I'm out. This is too much.
I can't handle this
I'm the most mature person in this house, apparently. Yeah. And I'm a dog.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, there you go. That's what happens when you're a little girl and you sound like a dirt bike. And again, you got to watch the video because she's this little kid. I mean, you just can't believe that sound comes out of her. And especially since it's like a dirt bike, it's pretty awesome. The bass on that.
I like the second part too. It's like it was and then a pause.
He's got to switch gears.
Yeah.
Yes. I am still a little thrown off, though, by the fact that there's a camera running at all times in that house. I don't know if I'm running at all times, but that seems... I get that you have cameras for kids.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you turn them off, or have the ability to turn off when you're just sitting at the table having like breakfast?
Some people have them, man.
Yeah, it's probably like, because like I know the ones here that we have at the station, like they're motion censored, and then they erase like every 30 days.
That's probably what it is.
So it's probably just like always in case something's going on. But then they were just like, "This is fantastic. We got to get that video."
Yeah. I guess I just feel weird, like Big Brother's watching me at all times.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is.
Actually, they're just on a reality show. That's what it is.
Their own reality show. No one else is watching it.
Oh, that's weird.
I know that England has a lot of cameras everywhere anyway, so maybe they're just used to it. Like, we got a lot of cameras outside, might as well put them inside.
I know it's like reaction and like, but like, what if someone taps into your cameras?
Oh,
which is absolutely possible.
Yeah, it was part of an episode, I think, of 911 or one of those shows we watch. Where like
they tapped into the house cameras, they could see what was up.
Yeah, the old, spoiler alert, but the old nanny was gone, but then she was tapping into the kid's room and was like trying to convince the kid to leave the parents to hang out with her and burn the parents' house down.
Whoa! Yeah. That's not a nice nanny.
No, but she was pretending to be like this character, like Mr. Whiskers or something ridiculous. It was very creepy.
Oh, it
made me want to just turn our baby cam off immediately.
Wow.
Or just warn our child about Mr. Whiskers.
Yeah, watch out for Mr. Whiskers. Yeah, that's right. Damn, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that the odds of that are probably slim, but they're still there.
I have no idea how the odds are, man. I'll tell you right now, with all the stuff that goes on with the hacking and everything, I am not going to tell you that nothing's impossible.
I don't know. I was even like, well, what about our ring cam? I'm like, well, if someone tapped into that, I don't care. They're just
going to see outside.
They're all going to have to like have fun watching outside on our porch.
Yeah.
Good going.
Yeah.
Enjoy the trucks that drive by all day.
You tell the people that I'm not answering for you.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder. That's a really. It is weird. I wonder, and that can't be the only place they have a camera. I wonder if they got cameras everywhere in that house.
I'm getting the vibe they probably have one in every room.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Damn.
I don't think I want to live that kind of life.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's just. I mean,
especially with like sound on too. I make weird noises and I sing to my cats. I don't need that, going out on the internet.
I would actually appreciate that.
Actually, I do.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was going on. Okay, we need to install some cameras in Rev's house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, without him knowing, of course, because, Mr. Whiskers needs to have a couple of, conversations with the cats.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, if you tapped into mine, you just watch me and Tatum running around in a circle in her playroom.
Yeah.
So that's like her new thing right now. Daddy, run. And it's not, we can't leave the room. Like, I tried to do that, and she closes the door. Oh. So we just run around in a circle until, like, Daddy's just tired and nauseous.
Yeah, she just wants to get you some cardio in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just basically going in a little circle, chasing each other.
Okay, then. Well, I want to see that on camera, too. I really feel like you guys need cameras.
I'd rather watch the Rev sing to his cats than that.
No. Well, there's a lot on. You know what I mean? I want to be able to change channels in case I get tired of the singing. You know how that goes. Oh, man. That's awesome. We got a goat that actually helped cops catch a criminal. And Steve will tell you all about it. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
If 2020's taught us anything, it's to take nothing for granted. So when you expect hot water and get cold, when you expect the shower to drain and it doesn't, when you turn the furnace on and it won't start, stop freaking and call Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. 1-800-FREAKIN'.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. And we're hosting a special event, the Roast of Steve Miggs.
Oh, boy.
That's Friday, April 15th at Snoqualmie Casino Ballroom. Tickets are available. General admission tickets are still available, but these are really going fast. All the tables went, all VIP went, but we still got the GA
It's going to be a blast. We'll get to hang out with all the Rockaholics. Everyone from the staff is going to be there. Craig Gass is flying in for this. And thank you, Craig. You're such a great friend. You want to fly in to make fun of me.
Yeah, of course. It's, nothing but the best when someone's getting roasted.
Our bud, Seahawks Hall of Famer, member of the Ring of Honor himself, Walter Jones, Big Walt, the best to ever do it. He's going to be joining us at the roast as well.
Well, of course, again, Walter Jones, with all the things that he does in his life and, all the great things he's involved with, he couldn't turn this down. Yes. He is the best to ever do it. He will be the best to ever roast you.
No, that's just fantastic.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
As a big Seahawks fan, it's an honor and also a depressant.
Yes, an honor and a dishonor.
Yes.
And lots of good stuff going on, man. It's going to be a fun night. It really, really is. We've got Glenn Cannon and the Damage Done. They're going to be performing, too. So this is a full evening of entertainment. And it's, it's going to be a casual roast. You know what I mean, man? We're going to BS with the audience. The audience probably will roast me. I think it'll all be great. Yeah. So you want tickets? You know where to go get them. KISW.com.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. And today, a very special day if you're a fan of the Egg McMuffin. Happy Egg McMuffin Day.
Oh, wow.
It was created back in 1971 and made it onto the main menu back in 1975. And today we celebrate the day that it was created.
Just egg, or can you add some sausage?
You know what? If you want to, it's a special day.
All right.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Give me that ham.
They're all McMuffins, Danny. The ham and the egg and cheese and ham McMuffin, the sausage McMuffin, they're all McMuffins.
And if you if you order a Big Mac, if you just believe it could be an Egg McMuffin.
That's a big McMuffin.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I don't know, Steve, but were they the first, major fast food chain to introduce a breakfast sandwich? Because I feel like that's the first place I remember ever getting one.
I'm going to lean towards yes.
Yeah. What a great creation. Man, that McDonald's, they changed my life.
Guess how much it cost back in 1975 to get yourself an Egg McMuffin?
I was 15 years old back in 1975.
Oh,
and I'm going to tell you it cost me...
over 16.
Thank you, buddy. I'm going to take a guess that it cost me 15 cents.
15 cents.
All
right, Vicky.
I'm going to say 10 cents.
10 cents.
Wrong.
Damn.
Oh, you and I are stupid, Vicky, except you weren't alive then. I should know.
I'm going to say that Vicky's stupider just because she's going in the wrong direction. With all due respect, of course.
Wow.
Rev, what are you thinking?
I think the only reason why you're bringing it up because it's 69 cents.
Oh, man, I wish it was.
Wrong.
Damn.
Maybe
nice
with
guess.
tax. All right, Danny.
32.
32, I know what you're doing there, but if I say maybe with tax, what do you think? The tax is like another 30-something cents?
Yes, in some states.
Maybe with tax, it's 69 cents because the cost, 63 cents.
Oh, damn.
Close. Nice.
So close.
But see,
that feels like that was a lot of, no wonder I didn't get many. I didn't have 63 cents to my name.
It was high-end dining back in those days, man.
It sure was, yeah.
Now, Danny said 32, and I know why, because today's, even more importantly, it's not a national day, it's a local day, but happy 32 day.
Yeah.
Because it's Kraken Day.
Yeah, buddy.
March 2nd. The number 32, obviously the 32nd franchise.
Yeah.
A lot of fun stuff they've done with that number, and to the point where the number's already retired in the rafters at Climate Pledge Arena, and the Kraken are celebrating it today. In fact, the entire city is, because I guess they're going to be signing a proclamation with the mayor, making 3/2/22 officially Kraken Day.
Oh, very, very
So
cool.
if you see somebody, say, hey, happy Kraken Day.
And is this going to be a thing every year, you think?
Probably not. Maybe. You never know.
Why not? Every 3/2. At least for Kraken fans, I think it should be.
And for the plumbers, it's Happy Butt Kraken Day.
Yeah.
No?
Okay. Well, I'm
trying. Working on those dad jokes.
You're doing a great job. I love it. Daddy, go run in circles, Daddy.
All right. I'll be back. All right. How do we celebrate Kraken Day? Well, by wearing our Kraken gear, of course. That's a good way to do it. But also, head on over to the 32 Bar and Grill. That's that restaurant that's at the Kraken Community Iceplex, because they're going to be offering 32-cent wings.
Yeah, they
and
are.
Coors Light for $3.20.
And whiskey lemonades as well.
Yes, Westland Whiskey Lemonade all day.
Yes.
Dang.
And then tonight you can watch the Kraken. They'll be taking on the Nashville Predators, and you can watch the game at the 32 Bar and Grill with broadcasters John Forsland and JT Brown. And I think for enough money, they'll actually do the play-by-play for you.
Nice. Okay, you say you can watch it with them? Is like
because it's an ESPN Plus game.
Oh, so they're actually going to be there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a watch
dude.
party, baby.
Oh, you know what? Seriously, that is a gig. If they turn the sound down and just let those two dudes call the game,
that'd be cool.
I mean, I know probably John Forsland's going to be like, "Don't come up with any bright ideas, idiot. I just want to have a couple of lemonades and not be bothered."
Dude, a drunken broadcast from those two, I would go in a heartbeat.
R-rated.
It's like a mystery science Kraken theater.
Yeah.
I mean, just let them call the game. Turn the sound down, and I mean, I think that's a great idea. But who am I?
Oh, somebody give us a little bit of information about breakfast sandwiches at fast food places. Someone said Jack in the Box actually came out with the Breakfast Jack about 5 or 6 years before McDonald's. And then they came back with more information saying, actually, Steve, it came out in 1969.
Nice.
So there you go. Jack in the Box, always one step ahead of the game.
Wow. Yeah, but was Jack in the Box, back in 69, were they a franchise all over the place? Because I don't remember hearing a whole lot about Jack in the Box that early in my life.
I feel like they were more just a West Coast thing.
Yeah. I mean, we did have one, though, actually, in Massachusetts, in my teens at least. So, all right, well, good for Jack. So Jack came up with the idea, and then finally Mickey D, Ronnie said, "You know what, Jack, that's a good idea. We're stealing it."
Good for Jack and good for goats because of this story, BJ.
Good for goats. You mean Tom Brady?
No, I'm actually talking about the animal, the goat.
Oh.
Because this happened in Virginia where 2 police officers in Virginia were trying to arrest a guy for a domestic assault that happened, and he tried to run away. He took off on foot, started running, and they started chasing him through a field, and that's when out of nowhere, a goat joined in.
A goat joined the chase?
Yes. Like, apparently,
awesome.
I don't know what's going on in the goat's head, but maybe they're just like, oh, they're chasing him. I should chase him too. So now all of a sudden, the goat's chasing this guy with the cops to the point where one of the cops actually stopped for a second just to kind of process what was going on. Like, is there a goat? And is he trying to help us stop this criminal?
Police goat.
Well, anyways, I guess the guy made it to like some kind of a fence area, made it through the woods, and that's when the goat actually helped them catch the guy. And now the police, I guess people online are wanting the police to give the goat an official commendation for helping, like a badge.
Goat cop.
Goat cop.
Oh, love
dear.
City folks just don't get it.
No, they
the guy
don't.
was
But
arrested.
those country cops, though, they have help everywhere.
I just love the moment for the cop where he had to like stop and process what was going on. Like, do we have an assist from a goat?
Dude, it's like a land Aquaman, One of the cops just went boop, 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 and the goat started chasing them.
Damn straight.
I love that plan.
Oh, man, this probably sounds like a good idea when you're stoned and on paper, but when you actually try and execute it, you're an idiot. Somebody decided, you know what? I have a great way for us to steal chips at a casino. So we could take them, then cash them in and make a bunch of money. So what they did is they set off a bunch of fireworks inside the casino. This happened in Maryland.
Okay.
And they set them off. They were hoping that would cause like some kind of like a diversion where everyone's looking and then they could just run off and steal people's chips. Of course, they got caught and they're arrested for that. But
yeah, well,
idiots.
Yeah, again, I don't think I would mess with casinos. I watch too many movies.
Because people are freaking out thinking it's gunfire.
Well,
no one's thinking, what pretty fireworks going off inside of this.
You're right, dude. I hadn't even thought about that. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, man. What also is horrible is we might actually have a good team with the Mariners, and we might not ever get to see them play.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Damn it all. It looked like things were getting pretty decent yesterday. They're meeting. They're going after hours. They're talking. They're going like, okay, we're extending the deadline because, Major League Baseball, the owners and the players are trying to come up with an agreement so that the season doesn't get delayed. Well, they got to the point where the owner's like, this is what we're going to offer you. And final offer. And the players, their union goes, not today. And said no to it. And now we're stalled. And it looks like the season's going to be pushed back. So it was supposed to start, March 31st? And that's not looking likely.
No, they said they were going to they're going to cancel about 90 games now.
90 games.
Well,
90?
Yeah, that's what I read. That 90 games will be canceled. Because of this delay. Because you have and they're counting all the games of the same day.
That's a good point because there's a couple of series for the first 2 series for sure are canceled, and then when you add it all up, you're right.
Yeah, so that's. I just, as a fan, I don't know who to be mad at because I just don't know. But you're just like, guys, there's $1 million, skillion, dillion, zillion dollars that you're all making, and you can't figure this out. It's just, when it's like, really? I mean, I just feel like everybody looks bad in baseball. It's just lame, if you ask me.
Yeah, get it together. Let's go. Yeah, supposed to have some fun, right?
Yeah, and I know that. Look, I know
baseball's
there are
supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it is supposed to be fun, and I know a lot of players never, get to be super skillionaires, but I mean, almost all of them make better money than anybody does in their whole life if they get to the major leagues. So it's like, come on, figure it out.
Well, hopefully they get it figured out sometime soon so we don't have a complete loss for a season.
Well, yeah, and the longer it goes, because they have to, they buy rights, they have to have whatever the proper amount of time for spring training, so they can't shorten that. So that's why we will continue to lose game after game, because they can't just have them start earlier. They got to have them take the full spring training.
We mentioned how the Kraken celebrating Kraken Day today with all those cool things going on. Woo! Yesterday, Ron Francis said he spoke to the media. Ron's the general manager for the Kraken.
Oh, Ron.
Obviously, things haven't gone as great as they was hoping for this season, but he did want to make a point to show some love for all the fans, for all the support that they've had. Here's Ron Francis talking about that.
Certainly appreciate the fans. The ones that come to the rink have been, very supportive in some tough times, and our guys appreciate that, and they continue to battle and work hard, and we're going to get this right as we move forward, and it's going to be a fun journey when we get there to say, hey, I was there when this happened, and now look where we are, and that's what our goal is, to improve and get better every day.
I was there when they sucked for the entire season.
True. Yeah, boy, oh boy.
But he brought up a good point. He's like, it's not like we're that far off. I mean, obviously he said they're going to be very aggressive in the offseason during the summer to get some free agents. He's also excited about the first draft class. Some of those guys are going to be coming up, and that's going to be good. They feel like they've identified their current core players, so they have the guys that they want to keep. And then, of course, the trade deadline's happening later on this month, so we'll see which guys go and which guys stay. But one point that, though, is interesting, and we've talked about how they've lost so many close games, but when you hear it coming out of his mouth, you're like, oh, man, actually, it's pretty crazy. 12 losses by 1 goal, 8 games that were 1-goal games until the empty net was scored.
Right.
So that's 20 losses this season that were 1-goal games pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Where basically they go into the final minutes down by 1.
Yes.
Yeah. And that does say something. I mean, that really does say something that these guys are not getting destroyed like you would imagine an expansion team would get destroyed a lot. So it is hopeful.
I mean, obviously, woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff. But I mean, man, if you could have just won like half of those, or at least gone to overtime to get some points, it would be a little bit more of a respectable season. But that's just how it is. And also he brought up other points like COVID being an issue, it's injuries, and a lot of things have just kind of contributed to it. But that's just how it is. But hey, man, I'm just like him. I'm very optimistic for next season.
Yeah.
BJ sounds even more optimistic.
Yeah, I mean, next season should be fun, but a lot of times in real life, it takes a couple of seasons, maybe 3 to 5 seasons for a team to really get going if they have if they build it the right way. So this is just don't expect it to be overnight, and like Vegas. That's all.
It's just it's going to be interesting to see what happens, like what players are going to get traded this year, what the team's going to look like next season.
That's always exciting. I love I don't know what they call it in hockey, but the hot stove league in baseball. That's one of the favorite times. It's almost sometimes more fun than the regular season.
Oh, the trade deadline's a lot of fun for hockey.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
because it's not like some sports where a couple things happen. It's usually just chaos. Like there's always a ton of trades. So I feel like the Kraken are going to be a big part of that because there's going to be a lot of teams looking for that one extra player to be able to make something happen for their playoff push. Yeah. And the Kraken clearly not making a playoff push, but have some good players that I'm sure people are going to be knocking on their door for.
And it's really weird because I've been reading articles as a Bruins fan, and some people are talking about them being sellers, even though currently they are. I mean, they're in one of the wild card spots.
Yeah,
but still, some teams might go, but how far are we going to get?
That's the thing. Like they're being realistic. Like, let's get something for what we've got. 52 degrees going to be our high for weather with rain. That's the Migs Report, and that's what's up.
Yeah, that is what's up. The Kraken on 3-2 day.
Get them wings, 32-cent wings.
Yeah, hell yeah.
This just shows how old I am, man. Because I'm like, man, that's a lot of money. Because I just remember when I was in college, our special wing night was 10-cent wings, and that was our thing. So whenever I hear anything that's not 10 cents, I think that's so expensive. But when you really do the math, 32-cent wings is a good deal these days.
We're talking about what? College was 25 years ago?
25 days ago, BJ.
25 days ago.
Yeah. Don't tell them the actual
year. Sorry about 5 years. I don't know.
I think it might be.
Do the math?
Well, I was being kind. It might even be longer than that, but I thought I'd at least be err on the side of kindness.
It's right around there, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting pretty close to 50 now, right?
Yeah, 50.
Don't bring that up. He doesn't want to know that.
I know. That is crazy to think I'm on the other end of the mid-40s now.
Yeah, I'm
like grasping, holding on for dear life, man. Don't let it go.
Well, dude, it is funny you bring that up because I look at you, me, and my buddy who I used to work with, Wheeze in Rochester, and Wheeze just told me he's turning 76 years old, and he asked me, "How old are you?" And I told him I'm going to be 62 this year, and he's like, "Oh, you're a kid." And I'm like, "What?" and then Steve and I were talking recently about how old you are, and I'm like, dude, you are as old as I was when we started this show.
That's crazy.
Together, working together like that. And it's just and I remember Steve was like this young dude. I'm like Steve was just
what happened?
This young punk kid that's like, come on, Steve, let's start a show together.
Where'd that go?
Yeah, where'd
my 10-cent wing go?
Time, the ravages of time.
Dollar pitchers, 10-cent wings.
Yeah.
Dollar pitchers?
That's awesome. Yes.
Dude, the greatest one that I ever had was $3 Jaeger shots and $3 pitchers of High Life at Hell's Kitchen back in the day.
I mean, the pitcher of beer wasn't you're not getting the cream of the crop. You're getting Uncle Johnny's ice.
That's all you need.
Some random homebrew. That's all you need. Might have been Bush Ice or something crazy or something along those lines. Or Keystone Ice.
Oh, Keystone Ice.
Wow. But dude, dollar pitchers, it was Monday nights. So Monday Night Football, that's where we went.
Oh, yeah.
For a couple of dollars, you're getting pretty wasted. And then for a few dollars more, you're getting pretty full.
Yeah.
As a college kid?
And somehow they were making a profit on that, which is really amazing.
I don't know how, to be honest with you.
I don't either, unless literally that beer was free to them. They're like, here you go for $1. Wow.
Dude, there was one bar that on Wednesday nights, it was $5 all you can drink mixed drinks for the night.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. Were you in Mexico?
Ended up there. Shaboom's in Plattsburgh, New York.
That's awesome.
And they always wondered why there was fights and just chaos at that bar.
I wonder why. Oh, yeah, $5 mixed drinks. Yeah.
It was $5 for it was a 3-hour window at night.
Oh, wow.
So for those 3 hours, you're just give me all the booze. Go.
Yeah, again, why were there fights? You have 3 hours to consume as much alcohol as possible on your budget. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did the math. It was you could get wasted every night at Plattsburgh for about $20 for the week.
Damn.
When you did the math.
That's about what you need to do. I mean, that is a college kid's budget back then.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, good old Plattsburgh. They knew.
You always get excited when you find a 20 in your jeans pocket, but at that point, you're like, this is for the week.
Yes. Woo! Boozing, baby.
Yeah, all the days. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
What do you call a scientist who studies rocks?
A paleontologist.
No.
A rockaholic.
No.
Oh, okay.
Rocker.
No.
I really think, though, our listeners are scientists. They study rock, so I think you may be onto something, Steve.
I know, right?
I think all the fancy snobs want you to say geologist. Fine.
The science of rocking.
You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We'll play Beat Miggs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. What's the difference between filing for bankruptcy and credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a useful process in some circumstances, but it does show up on your credit. In fact, from a credit scoring standpoint, credit counseling shows up just like a bankruptcy, so it's going to affect your credit as negatively as filing bankruptcy. In credit counseling, the idea is that a credit counselor works with your creditors on your behalf to try to lower interest rates or work out payment plans with your creditors to pay back your debt over time. In credit counseling, you almost always pay back 100% of the debt, sometimes at lower interest. And of course, some creditors will participate in that process and some won't. So you're usually left with kind of a mixed result with credit counseling and, of course, a high payment.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at WeConsiderWA.org.